Janet Yellen is the Secretary of the Treasury, and historically she's been very anti-Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But recently, there may be the tide turning. It seems like Janet Yellen has now come around and is maybe becoming a crypto proponent. It's pretty wild to watch this. Now, as a reminder, here's the background on Janet Yellen. In 2018, as the chair of the Federal Reserve, she said she was not a fan of Bitcoin. Janet Yellen is now the 78th Secretary of the Treasury. And earlier this month, she, along with other government agencies, were tasked by President Biden and his administration to begin the process of creating a regulatory framework for the crypto industry. Now, in a recent interview with Andrew Ross Sorkin of CNBC, Janet Yellen had some very interesting and potentially positive things to say about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Here's the video for you to go ahead and listen directly for yourself.
Russia just said that they would accept Bitcoin as a payment for their energy resources. What does that say to you about where we are in the crypto conversation?
Well, crypto is obviously grown by leaps and bounds, and it's now playing a significant role, not really so much in transactions,
right,
but in investment decisions of lots of Americans. And the president just issued a couple of weeks ago an executive order tasking us and other agencies with thinking about the regulation of crypto.
I mean, you're less skeptical about it than in previous. I mean, we've been talking about it together for a long time now, and I think you've had a skepticism about crypto technology.
I have a little bit of skepticism because there are, I think, valid concerns around it. Some have to do with financial stability, consumer investor protection, use for illicit transactions and other things.
Right.
On the other hand, there are benefits from crypto, and we recognize that innovation in the payment system can be a healthy thing. We would like to come out eventually with recommendations that will create a regulatory environment in which healthy innovation
and then
can
finally,
thrive.
Now, to go back to somebody who, as the chair of the Federal Reserve back in 2018, wasn't a fan of Bitcoin, has been pretty anti-crypto for a number of years now. To hear her talking positively about it, to be getting on board with the president's agenda for the United States to be the leader on a global stage for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, this is encouraging. Anytime that we can convert somebody like the Treasury Secretary to become more pro-Bitcoin, pro-cryptocurrencies, that's a positive in my mind. And so kudos to Janet Yellen for finally getting new information, starting to change her mind. I would love to see this continue, to see her actually start to put forward ideas, to say that the United States needs to go ahead and be a leader in the Bitcoin world. Maybe even can we have the Treasury Secretary advocate to actually put Bitcoin on our balance sheet. These are all things that might have been wishful thinking a couple of years ago. But after listening to Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen start talking positively about this industry, never say never. Hey you, did you like this video? Great, we make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and see you next time.